All right, black, green, Whisperer Citadel. So we've played Bolas' Citadel decks similar to this in the past that use the Explore package to combo through their deck. What this deck is looking to do is it's looking to get Verdant Sun's avatar set up here. And this says, whenever this or another creature enters play under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. You can also cast Planewide Celebration for free, or to net life. You can gain up to 16 with this card. I did have to craft Verdant Sun's avatar. And then you have 4 Doom Whisperers here. And then we also could just, like, loop through our deck with the Gaea's Blessings and activate Bolas' Citadel to eventually win the game like we do with the other decks. So, let's dive on into some matches and see how this goes. I exclusively use MagicEsports.net to get to Jeff's website. I need to make sure we're making the most of the redirect. Wonderful. Alright, I'm going to mulligan a hand that doesn't have a ramp spell in it on 7. Perfect. Perfect. Ooh, my opponent is also cultured. Oh. Look at those sleeves. Not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous. I wish I had like a I appreciate your wallet emote. I feel like I need an I appreciate your wallet emote. They have the Bolas avatar too.
I'm known for my ex. Don't worry, I got this.
I want to know that my opponents are intimidated by my cash money card backs avatars. Exactly.
Trust me, I have a plan.
I assume that cosmetics like this is how they'll eventually monetize the Dota Underlords game. Which makes a lot of sense. That's been Valve's MO in the past. Yeah, it looks like they're playing Sultai or they're playing 4-color Dread Horde. Sorry, obviously not Sultai. They've got white cards. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana here. Oh look, right on top. The deck knew exactly what we wanted. You got it.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before. Keep right on schedule.
Now, if we're incredibly fortunate, we could combo kill them next turn, but it's pretty unlikely. Oh, I do still have the Salt Frame up, you're right. Thank you. Yep, and we hit 2 lands in a row there, which kind of sucks. But pretty likely when we're not exploring. I feel like this deck, if it doesn't have Doom Whisperer in play, is less likely to combo when it does its thing than the Explore build. Not surprised to see Teferi tuck that in.
People think.
Next turn I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I'll probably go Druid, Doom Whisper. And that gets me back to the Citadel. Gives me some chump blockers too, which is nice. I suppose I could also go Druid Planewide Celebration. That's probably not very good. Doom Whisper puts Blessing into the bin, Wolfie.
No time for a break. That's more like it.
Alright, I think we're dead if they attack with everything.
Longer. Stand by and watch. Here goes nothing.
This card's probably nuts and limited. Ooh, this nets me a life, and it gets me a land. Oh, no. We're so close. We're so close. You can't pay life you don't have. So if you have exactly 7, you can kill yourself by casting this, but because I have 6, it's not a legal play. Unfortunate. I'm gonna bring in some trophies. I'm gonna trim a Masterminds. This is probably good for grinding. I'm gonna trim these Bonds of Flourishing. I just want a little bit of interaction to kill their big beaters to keep my health total high. That's a fair assessment. So if I take the Gift of Paradise, I can play it for mana. It gains me 3, puts me to 8, and then I would have been able to play the Verdant Sun's Avatar and go to 6. Yeah. Yeah, this is a viewer submitted configuration, Time Lord. I massaged some of the details around the edges, but the core engine of Verdant Sun's Avatar with Bolas is what they submitted. Genesis Pro Tech, thank you for the 9 months of support. I appreciate the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Right on time, Paradise Druid. Welcome to the party. This is 4, 5. You're watching our first match with it, Potato. The big difference I feel like is this deck's backup plan is much different than the Explore package. Mastermind's acquisition in this deck is basically just extra copies of... It's basically just extra copies of Citadel.
I was getting bored anyway. It seems fortune favors you.
we're at 23, and they don't have blue mana to counter this. They could have, like, D-Spark or Assassin's Trophy here, though. That one's not going to do it, because I get to end-step trophy it. Basic Island would be very surprising. Oh, I shouldn't have played the land, huh? Alright, we hit the perfects right in a row, but I shouldn't have played the land. I should have waited to play the land off the top of my deck. Alright, let's see if we get going. This Assassin's Trophy is a Stone Rain. I think I bin this because it costs me 2 and only gains me 1. The gains equal to toughness. Second Sun's Avatar is real good. Alright, now we're getting rolled. We were in danger of bricking off there for a second, but I think the Second Sun's Avatar means we're good to go. Hey, Blix, thanks for the 5 months of support there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Gain 4, gain 4. I think I just gained 16, right? Oh, the citizens gained me life. I'm dumb. Yeah, duh. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm new, forgive me. Don't mind me. Just, hey look, we're playing a land destruction deck again, chat. We're playing a land destruction deck again. I knew I should have bought more LT bits. Alright, I'm always pleased when we get to, like, do the thing at the first possible opportunity. We at least got to do the thing right away. That was most excellent. Assassin's Trophy can destroy lands. And if they don't have basics, it just destroys your thing. If you ever bring your opponent's life total to 0, you've done something fundamentally wrong. Yep. You seem most happy when destroying lands. Well, I don't know what that says about you. What's going on? Thanks for the 3/4 of a year. I appreciate it. It's the little things, right? Fun is zero-sum, chat. So if your opponent is having none of the fun, that means you're having all of it. Very, very simple calculation. Catch you later, Jensen. Huh. The fact that this isn't a black duel might be loose, but... Oh no. Well, that's terrifying. Alright, so we need to just draw a black source so we can get to Citadel before this happens. This is still 3 turns away. They haven't played a black land yet either, though. Oh, that's true. I can trophy black sources if they play them too. Good call.
This might be a bad idea.
All right, dealer. Hit me with the swamp. Hit me with a swamp. All right, and we got to, now we were pretty unlikely to combo there, right? We're pretty unlikely to combo. But if we get to untap here, we get to Verdant Sun's avatar, and then we just need to find a demon. They're still 2 black sources away from this happening. They don't have anything super useful in there for Tamiyo to get. They could go fishing for a Thrashing Brontodon here, but I've got a backup Citadel in my hand.
Don't worry, I got it.
Let me aid your research.
I assume we're going to see Thrashing named with this, because they want to try and find a way to take my Citadel out of play. Yeah. Now that did give them black sources in the bin, so next turn she's going to get to down to give them a black mana. That might not be good enough at this point. And this... No, I don't want to play the Verdant Sun's avatar because I want to get the Doom Whisper here and be able to cast it. Now we're not a lock just yet. Alright, the sun's avatar gets us closer to a lock. And this just gains me 3, which is nice. Now, I do need to Assassin's Trophy them this turn, so I need to be careful of that. So I need to make sure I do that. I think we might be pausing here. The temples got spoiled? Okay, now this is super hype. So, Crunchy, the blessings let you fully combo if you're really going off. If you have enough life total. It lets you like chain through your deck and double activate Citadels. Temples are super exciting. Temples are easily my favorite duels ever printed, and I think we've been long overdue to get them back.
No tail should be discarded.
All right, we could get Massacre Girl next turn. We're gonna get so much mileage out of this Temple of Tilt emote. I'm excited for my from my emotes perspective too. Oh, that's another way to get rid of a black source. And that's a demon. Yay! Opponent's had enough. Opponent has had enough. Alright, I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick, just like 60 seconds, and when I get back, we're gonna play a bunch more Whisper Citadel. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Don't go anywhere. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for sticking through. Sorry for the short break. I walk out of my office and Chrissy's talking to one of her friends. The first thing I hear come out of her mouth is Declan can't be trusted. And I was just like, yep, sounds like my 4-year-old. Whoa! The temple art is fantastic. Temple of Milady. I wonder if we're only getting 5. I wonder if we're only getting 5 though. Makes me wonder. This is unfortunately not a turn 1 elf, but I think this hand's a key. Think they'll split them up? Yeah, I could see that. The 2-color decks that'll have access to temples are going to get a lot better, though. Will be better than the other 2-color variations. The fact that we'll have 12 duels, we're such a professional. The fact that we'll have 12 duels for some 2-color combinations that are good means that those color combinations will be better in terms of 2 colors. What? What? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Alright, for the record, if I knew my opponent's deck had Syncopate in it, I would make the same play there, because my deck's full of 7-drops, chat. Syncopate is never going to be a dead card against me. I would much rather my Paradise Druid get syncopated than my son's avatar get syncopated, or than my Planewide Celebration get syncopated.
He really wants to give his dad a hug.
Why did I hear Mom say she can't trust you? What did you do? What did you do?
He was being bad and not listening.
You weren't listening. You need to listen to your mom, Declan. Who's the boss? Mom's the boss. It's a dino.
Down,
Oh, they got our dino.
Why are you playing it in a window?
For those of you who are newer to the stream, this is my youngest son, Declan. My wife is home this week with a friend visiting, so the kids are around.
Why aren't you playing it full screen?
So I can have the chat up over here.
Why don't you have it over here?
Alrighty.
Who's that?
I think we just keep jamming. Because, like, the Planewide Celebration can pick these dorks back up later. The Declan's and Mommies.
Mommy, cause
That picture's 2 years old now.
Mommy,
That's from his second birthday.
it's the same picture. It's have to scream.
I'm going to go ahead and just jam the Paradise Druid here, too. Because if they play a sweeper out next turn...
Give Daddy his water back, please.
If they play a sweeper... You can take him. If they play a sweeper next turn, I just get to Planewide Celebration and pick my stuff back up. Which is fine. So, I think we're just going to go ahead and, like, grab Sun's Avatar, Paradise Druid, Llanowar Elves here. Actually, a 2-2... Two 2-2s are probably better than making the Mana Dorks. Yeah, I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to grab this and this. And make 2 2-2s. I don't know that we can beat that card, chat. Maybe we draw... Maybe they don't have another counterspell and we draw a Citadel next turn. But outside of that sequence, I think we're probably dead here. We are at 29. That's a good call. Our opponent's only drawn 40 cards. What are the odds they have another absorb? Poor little Sun's Avatar, just getting beat up here. My mom is cool. Thank you for the 5-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Alright, let's put Trophy in. I think I'm just going to clear Llanowar Elves out of my deck here. Just increase the average quality of my card. Duress seems good here too. Trim Bond of Flourishing maybe. This seems reasonable. Cut these two, bring these in. I don't think I want Harpooner in this matchup. Like, Harpooner just gets, like, shock and lightning struck. Fry is a better combust. Well, you see, actually, combust can't have its damage prevented either. So Fry is technically not strictly better than combust. The glasses really allow me to emphasize my actually moments, which is really the largest upside to them. The fact that they prevent vision-related headaches using the computer too much, that's nice too. But the added value of getting to push them up on my snout when we do an actually moment is really the value. Hey, Jay Miller, thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate the half a year. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a swell Wednesday wherever you're at in the world. Is the new green ley line finally playable? I was really sad when they gave us the same old unplayable blue ley line. Our deck full of 6 and 7 mana spells is not the best against the deck full of counter spells. Confirmed. And whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green, pay 8, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. The fact that it is a mana dump in addition to helping you ramp might make that okay. To set a bar that's low, that sounds less bad than some of the other things. Wait, is there a Grand Prix this weekend? Is there a Grand Prix and a Mythic Championship going on in the same weekend again? I don't get it.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
You know, my brain's just happier not thinking about organized play. My brain is just happier not thinking about organized play. Well, no, the Mythic Championship is in Vegas, right? The Mythic Championship's in Vegas, right? Or am I misremembering? So this GP isn't at the MC. No, now you're lying to me. There's not GP coverage on the same weekend as an MC. That would be incredibly dumb. After all of the weekends we haven't had GP coverage. There's no coverage. All right, that seems extreme even for WotC. That seems like it would be extreme. Oh no, my 7 mana card lost to their 3 mana card. Alright, we're gonna move on to a match where hopefully counterspells aren't involved. Your stream last night on Dota Underlords got me interested enough to track down a key and try it. Next day, what are your impressions? Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna stream a little bit more of it, Mr. Photon. I've been wanting to diversify my stream a little bit into a non-WotC powered game for a while, but I just haven't found anything else that really captured my attention. And the auto chess style games both seem to be popular, and the gameplay felt very reasonable last night. Very, very deck building game adjacent, which is one of my favorite style of board games. So, Underworlds is an auto chess standalone client that I played a little bit of last night. So, and just so we're clear, when I say diversify a little bit, I don't mean I'm gonna cut out my Magic time and replace it with something else. This is first and foremost a Magic stream, and it's gonna remain that way. As long as Magic pays my bills, I'll be here doing Magic, because I also like the game, believe it or not. But might do some random evening streams here and there with the auto chess variants. No, I don't play Dota 2. Someone gave me a key. I wasn't willing to give Valve more money after the failure that was Artifact. So if I didn't have someone give me a key, I was just gonna wait. I gave Valve $150 for Artifact, and they gave me disappointment and lies, so they're not getting any more money from me until they do something right. Oh, you know what? I probably should have gone tapped land there, huh? Yeah, I should have played the tapped land, I think.
Together, we will prevail. The land fights for us.
I saw that Riot also released an auto chess clone. Unless the Riot auto chess clone ends up being like super popular, I plan to play the Dota version because the Dota version has a native Linux client. I prefer to give money and time and viewer hours to the company that supports my platform of choice. So I don't really have a lot of mana to work with here. If they have a mass manipulation, we're probably going to be in a lot of trouble here, huh? Linux allows me a degree of customization that I need in my computer. There's lots of little things Windows just can't do that Linux allows you to do very easily. To give you a really straightforward, simple example, did you know on Windows 10 you can't auto-hide the taskbar on one of your 3 monitors? You either have to auto-hide the taskbar on all 3 of the monitors or on none of them. We're probably dead here. I actually looked, Waffle. I spent some Google searching at one point, and it didn't seem like it was possible on Windows 10. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone that knows the internals of it better than me. I go block, and then I die, right? I guess I could gain 16, but we're still dead in the long term, right? Like how I'm actually winning the game. Trophy seems good here. I'm gonna trim these bonds into Masterminds, kind of as filler cards. Another really clean example of something that I just really can't live without my normal workflow that's a pain in the neck to enable on Windows. On most Linux desktop managers, when you right-click on the title bar, you get different options. And there's one that you might be able to make here. It says always on top. So you can see, even if I click off of this Twitch chat window and put my window focus on Arena, it leaves the Twitch chat window elevated above the Arena window on my screen. Well, that's not super useful for a video game. For other things, when you have multiple applications on the same desktop, I find that incredibly useful for the workflow that I'm accustomed to. And there's some things that do similar things on Windows, but it's like very hacky and doesn't have a clean thing where you just like right click on the title bar to enable it. Basically the person who said I'm an OS control freak was accurate. And bottom that, we've got our ramp base set up here, just looking for. Yeah, specific applications can enable it, but it's not just built into the window manager. Yeah, I've used OSX systems before. OSX just is, while OSX is comparable to Linux, paying an absurd upcharge for hardware that has a fruit logo stamped on the side of it is just idiotic in 2019. Linux systems basically do everything. OSX is like, if the price point for Apple hardware and non-Apple hardware was identical or even close, I probably would just use an OSX system, but they're not close. They're really not. Do the free attack, right? I guess they get to steal it if I attack. $1,000 monitor standard. I saw that meme going around. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if all of these different auto chest variants are kind of rushed. Basically, all these places are trying to get to market ASAP so they can be the first one there. Yeah, all of my computers are pretty high-end stuff, Waffle. They're gonna get to fart this, yeah. And we're really not going anywhere at the moment. Like, we get the Verdant Sun's Avatar into play, and then we're just kind of sitting here hoping to draw Citadel. People have been asking for comparisons for me between this and the Explorer-based Green-Black Select that we played a bunch in the past. The issue with this build is I feel like I'm just sitting here spinning my tires, not really accomplishing a lot in these games where I don't draw Citadel. One of the things I really like about the Explorer build of Green-Black Citadel that's on my website is that it has kind of this mid-range aggro plan with the Explorer Creatures and Wild Growth Walker that allow you to play a functional game of Magic even when you're not comboing. So they've got 5, 6, 7. If they play a land, they have 8 here. This ramps them up even more. Yeah, both my desktops are like custom built i7s, 32 gigs of RAM, all that jazz.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Street Kings, thanks for the 5-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, not only are the Explorer creatures just like good creatures, but they also add a level of consistency to the deck too, right? Like, I feel like this deck, even with the Mastermind's acquisitions, has been struggling to draw and find its Citadels every game, and that's in large part due to the fact that we don't have the Explorer package to add a level of consistency to the deck. Yes, yeah, exactly. They're Ixalan's binding my elf, and now I can't cast my 7-drop next turn. Ooh, that's smart. They updated the auto tapper so it never taps the land you're gonna gift to Paradise. That's sweet. So the problem with playing more Mastermind's acquisition is, one, it's incredibly slow and clunky, and if your life tool is getting beat up while you're waiting to combo with this archetype, you then can't combo, especially when you're trying to play 7-drops as part of your combo. And 2, the more random 4-drops you have in your deck while you're playing through your deck, the less likely you are to actually be able to play through your deck. There's just a number of issues with adding more copies of that card. Alright, I believe we have died. I could draw a Citadel and hit the perfects. All right. We're gonna try one more, but this build overall does feel just very clunky compared to having the consistency from the Explore package that we've played prior. My 4-year-old walked out of my room with my water bottle. What a tilt. I guess we'll grab another tea. Caffeine it is. Can I get some tea morale in next? Yeah, if you'd like to cut the line, Scholar, you are welcome to. To be fair, my 4-year-old really likes my water bottle because I am a giant child and it is a straw that she used to drink the water out of it with. I am using a standing desk. This opener is pretty reasonable. So I think, what do we think? Do I just go get like a backup Citadel here? I think I was gonna go get a backup Citadel. Opponent kind of bumbling around here. Gonna give us a good shot to use our health total here to combo through. The red-white land destruction deck won some matches and overall was a total hoot. Had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, the number of times where like we've gotten Citadel in to play with this deck too, and then haven't been able to really make headway into actually doing anything meaningful with it has been high. I'm glad we fetched a backup Citadel. Good call, Hogland. I'm gonna pay 2 for this because it gives me the ability to cast Bond of Flourishing to clear the top card of my deck. Also lets me gain a little bit of life. Looking for a Sun's Avatar at this point. I think I'm actually just gonna surveil past this. I don't really want to pay 5 for them. I think I'm just going past that again. I need to find a Sun's Avatar before I get to 7. That sucks. I could have surveilled into it there. So I'll take a backup one of these. Just can't know. Oh, I get one more shot here. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Thanks, Scholar. I appreciate the support as always. I'm not actually sure that that's good enough. I think I'm just passing here. I think I'm just passing. And again, just like the number of times where like everything has kind of come together and then we don't actually get to fully combo, it's been super awkward. So I agree that the Gaea's blessings have been awkward, Crunchy, but here's the thing. There's only one in the deck for starters right now, so we're kind of getting unlucky seeing it again. But the other flip side is, if I don't have Gaia's blessings in this deck literally can never beat a sweeper. Like, you play all your stuff out and gain a bunch of life, and then they just untap and wrath your board and kill you. Especially if your opponent's at, like, 21. No, it can't. Not if your opponent's at 21. And also, you're not guaranteed to have double Citadel with activations if, you're not guaranteed to have double Citadel with activations if your Citadels are higher up in your deck. If you draw too many Citadels, you're not going to be able to even double activate if they're under 20.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
We're not dead here. We're going to get a chance to do some stuff again next turn, but... we're going to 2 here. Yeah, I could see that. You want to play Samut? That could be another angle to take. I think I'm gonna cast this and shuffle. All right, they're conceding. Avatar, in the future, please don't try and paste deck lists into chat. You're welcome to post your deck list to a website like MTG Goldfish, and then link that here. I think I'm gonna cut these. They've been pretty awkward. I mean, they were probably dead there. Do I want Duress's post-board against Sultai? They're probably gonna bring in counter spells, right? Let's give this a go. Sure. Duress of their own. Cleverly left the Citadel on top of our deck here. Wouldn't be surprised to see us lose our Duress, honestly. If they didn't take my Duress there, I might have actually waited to cast it, because not taking it could imply that they just don't have another target for it. This ramp start's actually really good. We're gonna get to go Forest, Gift of Paradise, second Druid next turn. Sweet. The improvements that they've made in the auto tapper in just the year or so I've been playing this game are so great. Gift of Paradise used to be miserable to cast, and now it's just perfect. Hey, Bry Hindler, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. Hope life's treating you well. Thanks for keeping me employed here. You must have been gifted a sub, Lancer. If you take a look at your Twitch dashboard, it should tell you who you were gifted a sub from.
To the library.
Welcome to Hoaglandia. One big dumb dino, please. Little baby 3/3s from the Nissa.
Not fail.
Alright, I would like one of your finest Citadels, please. They could have a counterspell off the back of the breeding pool.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
You have a negate here. Let's attack here, actually, so they can't down tick for free unless they want to chump block. I think I'm okay with this trade because this cuts them off of a forest that makes 2 mana next turn, and they have a Hydrate Graces. So they have a forest here. So this is 6, 8, 9, 10. So they're drawing 4 cards instead of 5. And like 1 Verdant Sun's Avatar while I'm at 36 should be plenty to combo with, should I manage to draw a copy of Citadel. That's a little brutal.
My presence alone.
You get a little bit punished by a removal spell here. Although if I find Citadel, we're still going to get to play through a pretty significant chunk of our deck at 36 life.
The land shall conquer you.
Hey, thanks, Lancer. Good to have you here. Did they have the counter spell anyways? They did. I don't think we're going to be able to beat the Super Friend squad over here. Yeah. Alright, let's try and take a game 3 here. Definitely feel a good bit behind here against these decks full of counter spells. Yeah, they have. They're definitely hitting us with a 1-2 punch. It's pretty good. I wonder if I almost swapped these out for Llanowar Elves on the play, or like the Druid of the Cowl for Llanowar Elves. It's possible that cutting my 1 mana dork is incorrect. Just as like a hand like this, if either of these were 1 mana dorks, I'd curve out much nicer. Well, I guess this hand still curves out okay. I get to Paradise on 2, into land, gift, Druid on 3. We're still potentially getting set up to turn 4 Citadel, potentially. Yeah, with temples, the bad thing about temples and the London Mulligan is I'm gonna have a real hard time blaming variance for our losses moving forward. They're doing all these things that take variance out of the game, and it's just no good, chat. How am I supposed to complain that I'm unlucky when there's all these skill testing variance reducing elements in the format? I feel personally attacked by this new lower variance future of Magic. Oh, brick, no land, sweet. Oh, and we drew the Duress too. Papi! Oh, they have so many things. Why do they have so many things? I think I take the trophy. And I just hope to hit a bunch of stuff here. I think I just max gain here and hope to combo off. Which means I'm going to hit 2 lands. Okay. Okay. Oh, crap. If I trophy them, they get to kill my Citadel? That's so rancid. That's so rancid. They float mana in response is the issue. Alright, they took a bad line and missed, and then we bricked off. Yeah, I'm pretty off this build. So one of the things we frequently talk about when it comes to, you can't trophy yourself, chat. That's not a legal play. It's not the text box of that card. So one of the things we frequently talk about when brewing decks is that you often want to look at your deck and consider what the average card quality is in your deck. And the easiest way to evaluate what your average card quality looks like is think about how many cards in your deck see play in other good established tier 1, tier 2 decks in the format. And this deck is kind of playing a lot of stinkers. Verdant Sun's Avatar, Planewide Celebration, Druid of the Cowl, Gift of Paradise. There's a reason why you don't see these cards show up in a lot of their decks in the format, and that's because ultimately their power level is kind of low. Compare this to the Explore build, which I think I actually don't have in my deck editor at the moment, but the Explore build where you have Wild Growth Walkers and Jade Lights and Murfolk. Not only those add a lot of consistency, but they give us this cohesive game plan when we don't have Citadel. So this deck kind of just like sat there and spun its tires, being kind of clunky when it didn't have Citadel going. And even when we had Citadel going, we weren't guaranteed to actually combo off because it felt less consistent overall than what the Explore package is able to bring when you're comboing with that deck. All right, we're gonna go ahead and roll on into the next.